Hi, I'm Claire Winter, and I'd like to introduce my husband.
Jorn Hansved Schafaliski de Mugadel van Hollemond Winter. Whew.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you very much for remembering my name. I know I look a lot like him, but I'm not Spike Lee. I am, however, looking for $1 million to finance an independent movie called Without Warning. It took place in Palm Springs in 1979, and it's a spellbinding kidnap story. And it's adopted by a book called Night of the Full Moon, written by the FBI agent who solved the case. I know by now, if you have paid attention, and you have to listen, you have to really listen to notice that I have a slight accent. No, I'm not from Texas, but I hail from Denmark, and Denmark is so flat that if your dog ran away, you can watch it for 7 days. I have a formidable resume. The highlights is I mounted 2020 and directed the Beatles reunion and the Nixon Fuzz tapes in California Jam 1974. At that time I had a beard that went down to my waist. I had hair to my waist. I had an earring here and an earring in my nose. I had a Viking helmet and a shirt saying Super Viking. I'm about to introduce you to some really crazy people that are going to help me do this movie. And when you have met them, you realize that we have a fantastic production team with a lot of experience. Now, they're all nuts and crazy, as you will soon see. But the first one is Fern Field Brooks. She's an Oscar nominee, executive producer of the TV series Monk, and she writes a lot of books. And that's why we call her Fern Field Brooks. And here she is.
I brought Jorn a book titled Night of the Full Moon. It's about the bravery of Elaine Chadwick, a bombastic socialite facing her trigger-happy kidnapper. She deserves to be remembered. And I will get bombastic if this movie isn't made.
Fern is a fascinating woman. She's also a no-nonsense, no BS producer. And she has weathered many, many storms. And she can take dirt and make it into gold. And then I went to see a friend of mine who's a writer, a storyteller, and a novelist. And his name is Tom Racina. Ooh.
I wrote the movie version, and if I have to say so myself, I did an excellent job.
And the movie was born. The book was written by FBI agent Herb Klug, who solved the case. Sadly, cancer stole him from his loving wife, family, and friends, and we all going to miss him. And I promised him to get the movie made. And that's why I'm talking to Kickstarter. The movie was financed in 2010, but then I got hit by a car and was severely injured, so I couldn't direct, and we lost the funding. My tree has now blossomed, and I am ready to go. I feel good, thanks to my wife Claire, and my serious Ironman workouts. In case I get hit again, I have enlisted my kids, all filmmakers, and here is my oldest son, Kim.
Hi ho, hi ho. I am the oldest member of the family, and I mean the oldest. My dad thinks I'm even older than he is, yet he is a super Viking. What a joke. I'm a producer, and I am the smartest member of this family, and that's no joke.
And he was in grade 10. He had A in math, but 2 and 2 were 9. However, his English was much better. He spelled his first name Kim, K-L-M. And I'm sure that people in Holland love that. But smart? Really? The next one is Peter.
I have the personality, the charm, and the good looks. I'm also single, ladies.
Well, okay, so he's good looking. But it's important to point out there are license plates in Los Angeles that says, if you have not been to bed with Peter Winter. Honk your horn. Silence. And the next one is Lars.
I am everyone's teddy bear. In other words, I'm adorable.
I had to buy a McDonald's franchise to feed him. And here's Michael from New York.
Hello, yes, I am indeed an actor, and I do indeed live in New York, and this is New York. And I might lower my standards and work in a film, but it would have to be a significant role. Hey, what are you looking at? Otherwise, I'd have to transfer to the Steven Spielberg family. I said, what are you looking at? Hey, you!
New York, New York! What a wonderful town! Well, I do love New York. Anyway, did Michael mention something about the Steven Spielberg family? Steven Spielberg? Who is that? Anyway, here is my lovely daughter, Lisa.
Okay, how do I look? My dad's really pissed off at me because I've been super busy and I've been the last one to do this video. I'm Jorn's only daughter, and after meeting my dad and my brothers, you have to admit that I'm the true survivor here. Oh yeah. I'm an Emmy Award winner, I work in television and film, and I multitask. I talk to people on the other side. I'm the incarnate, and I'm a light worker in this family, and hey, you know, every family has a light worker, and this family needs a legion of them. Yeah.
Okay. Could be true. Anyway, I wonder if I should have a session with Lisa, so she can get her friends from the other side the door to help us make this movie. That would be nice. Oh my God, I nearly forgot. I have a stepson in New York, and his name is Steven.
And I don't give a rat's ass about this movie. I'm a sports producer, and all these people are nuts!
He's just a wonderful young man. And as you noted, he's very, very supportive of me. And completing this entertainment family is Steven's mother and my seriously beautiful wife, Claire.
I am totally behind Steven's movie.
This is not Steven's movie, Claire. It is mine.
Oh, okay. I'm behind your movie too. I love Jorn. He has great taste. He married me. This is Oliver, our movie-ready old English sheepdog. He really loves cookies. Sadly, he is in cookie rehab, unfortunately.
Yes, I guess the whole family should be in rehab. However, I think we have a fun kind of family and we share many creative friends. What? I'm recording. Okay. I guess that Peter wants to say something.
I'm also director, so if my father falls asleep without warning, I will step in and finish the film. And I'm also a much better director than he is.
You see this duck? Yeah? Well, it's like saying that this duck is a better quarterback than Peyton Manning. However, I do appreciate my kids adding their considerable skills, creativity, and fun to getting this movie without warning made. However, they had no choice, because if they didn't help me, I would beat the shit out of them.
Really? Look at me. I did Avengers and Iron Man 3. Do I look scared? He is hallucinating.
You should be scared, because I am Super Viking. And I'm very lucky that I have two of my production buddies joining me on this venture. And here is Shane Villa.
I used to be a successful exhibition boxer. I'm telling you, this movie is going to be a knockout. Because if not, I'm gonna knock out the old man.
Who needs him? But here is Anna Bay.
Well, hi. I'm the token Asian. And as you all know, we have bigger brains.
True, but not big where it counts. By the way, the part of the kidnapper's ditchy girlfriend will be played by a flaming red-haired Melson Cook from Canada, or Victoria Stam, a stunning German actress. They're both wonderful singers, and they're my former students. And here is Madison.
Victoria is indeed an excellent singer and actress, and a very good friend. Unfortunately for her, I'm the competition.
Oh. And here is Victoria.
I'm a big fan of Madison, and if I was not considered for the part, yeah, right, I'd recommend her, in spite of her youth and inexperience.
Oh, thank you, ladies. This reminds me of old Hollywood and the relationship between Joan Crawford and Bette Davis. It was catty and not too friendly. We're very motivated to make this movie. It would have been financed if this woman had not decided to use my Volvo for her brakes. And Herb was alive then, and he couldn't wait to see his movie on the big screen. But I'm going to get this movie made, and I know that you'll see it. He also was Elaine's Spider-Man. He came to her rescue and silenced the bad guys. Elaine's bravery is to be applauded because she was able to survive in spite of having a gun at her temple, and that gun was attached to a killer. She also, which is probably more important than anything, and that's a really good reason for making the movie, but she dedicated the remainder of her life to help people such as her kidnappers. And of course, I'm grateful to my family and production friends for giving up work and time to make sure that this movie become a reality. So if you want to come sailing with us, I have instructed the Danish gods Thor and Odin to look after you and your family for perpetuity. So help us get started, and I'll get a kick out of you. And I'll remember you in my will.